let me show you this, a video of Regina Dugan. Now, she is the former director of Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. That's at DARPA, which is a military defense establishment here in the United States. Listen to what she said most recently. This is chilling.
A means of authentication that you could simply wear on your skin every day for a week at a time, say an electronic tattoo. Now, we're talking about wearables. Everybody's interested in I'm profoundly interested in wearables. And what I will tell you is that we've made a lot of advances in wearables, but there's still some fundamental problems that we haven't solved. Like one of them is the mechanical mismatch between humans and electronics, right? So electronics are boxy and rigid, humans are curvy and soft. That's a mechanical mismatch problem. Well, a researcher at the University of Illinois, his name is Dr. Rogers, what he discovered is that he could use standard CMOS techniques to make islands of high-performance silicon connected by accordion-like structures that would allow it to stretch up to 200% and still be performing. And what he did is he founded a company and they started making electronic tattoos. So I'm wearing one here on my arm.
Do we have a camera to get a...
This is a developmental system made by MC10, and it has an antenna and some sensors embedded in it. And what we plan to do is work with them to advance a tattoo that could be used for authentication. Now, it may be true that 10 to 20-year-olds don't want to wear a watch on their wrist, but you can be sure that they'll be far more interested in wearing an electronic tattoo, if only to piss off their parents, right?
And that can have a design, right? Because
Sure.
they would certainly want some kind of cool design.
Options,
right?
options. And that's something that you wear, but you could also imagine including authentication in just your daily habits. So I take a vitamin every morning. What if I could take vitamin authentication?
What?
Vitamin authentication. Look, I have one right here. Well, here, I'll let you hold it. Would you like to hold it?
I'll hold it.
Okay. So this,
You guys see it?
this pill has a small chip inside of it with a switch. It also has what amounts to an inside-out potato battery. When
Really
you
small.
swallow it, the acids in your stomach serve as the electrolyte,
That's what I do.
and they power it up, and the switch goes on and off. And it creates an 18-bit ECG-like signal in your body, and essentially your entire body becomes your authentication token. Yes, this is true.
People are applauding it.
Okay, but
Okay, so wait. So it's really true. So what this means is that that becomes my first superpower. I really want this superpower. It means that my arms are like wires, my hands are like alligator clips. When I touch my phone, my computer, my door, my car, I'm authenticated in. First superpower. Like, I want that.
So we're not shipping that right away.
Yeah, no. We're not shipping that right away. But it sounds like...
this is FDA cleared?
So here's the thing. This is not science fiction. This pill was actually made by a company called Proteus, and they've developed it for medical applications. That pill has been CE stamped and cleared by the FDA. You can take 30 of those per day for the rest of your life.
So that seems chilling, and the people there are giggling and applauding it. And this is what every quote unquote conspiracy theorist has been warning against for years. And here they are on stage bragging about that they have this technology. They're going to put chips inside your pills, so then you become that's the first step into transhumanism, as far as I'm concerned. They're going to put tattoos on you with antennas, so they can tell who. So this sounds like some kind of Orwellian nightmare. What do you say to this?
Well, that is actually very dangerous technology, because the point is simply this. What if you do not fall in line? I'm pretty sure with a flip of a switch, they can just turn it off and you cease to exist. When your entire existence is based upon you having to authenticate yourself with some kind of a chip, and that chip gets turned off, then you no longer exist. And then what we actually would have is dead men walking in reality. You would be literally a dead man. yet you are not really dead, but you would be for everyone else. You wouldn't be able to buy anything. You wouldn't be able to open the front door of your own house. You wouldn't be able to do anything anymore. You're literally a dead man walking. Well, yeah, why don't we try that? Seriously? No, this is the ultimate tool to control every single human being. And you don't even have to be close to that human being, in the near that human being. You just, flip of a switch and boom, he's gone.
So this
Scary.
This is their way to disappear people, and that
Yes.
make you a non-person, right?
Exactly.
This all the bad terms we've heard, they're bragging about right now on stage in front of a camera, and you have a auditorium full of people giggling and applauding it.
Yeah.
And what this means is that we have to raise people's consciousness to push back against this, because this is their agenda. This is really what they want: total control of you. And
exactly.
This is the kind of stuff people worry about when they have meetings at the WEF. And this is the kind of stuff that the handful of global billionaires are actually working on. And it's all about control, and it's got nothing to do with safety or your personal freedom or making your life better. It's about being able to, they flip a switch and they can then turn off your bank account, which we saw they do. We saw them do in Canada when the truckers protested, and they were correct, by the way. They were on the right side. And in fact, court agreed with them. And they were able to flip a switch and turn off their bank account. So now they can't travel. They can't pay their mortgage. They can't buy gas. They can't buy a plane ticket. They can't pay their electricity bill. They can't do anything. And so this is even worse, because this makes you, everything's, they can switch off your whole body. There's no way you can get around that. And it's scarier than I ever could have imagined. And there they are. The fact that they're brazenly bragging about it like it's penicillin is mind-boggling.
Yeah, and it's also interesting, as you were saying, they were giggling about it. It's like, they make it sound so, joy. The word joy comes back to mind, like what Kamala Harris was trying to do with her campaign. Bring back the joy. There is nothing joyful about enslaving human beings and not even have them understand and realize that they're being enslaved, right? But that's how they do it. It's so joyful. And, the teenagers, they will want that just to piss off their parents, that kind of attitude. That's exactly how they're getting these people to actually go ahead and do it. Oh, if it's cool, if it'll piss off my parents, let's have it. They make it sound fun. They make it sound joyful. It's not. This is actually, dehumanizing. It's the worst kind of totalitarianism you can actually imagine, given the technological means they have at their disposal already. Once we do slip in, and go fully totalitarian. I mean, we're no longer talking about just 40 years of Eastern Germany. We're not talking about 70 years Soviet Union. We will be talking about a very, very long time, if we will be have a chance to ever get out of it ever again. That remains to be seen. So we need to fight this now, and we need to expose it now, because it has nothing to do with living as a human being. You would actually be, degraded to just like a functioning part in some kind of a malleable mass that the globalitarian misanthropists get to shuffle around any which way they desire.
That, she says, gives you a superpower. It actually gives the government a superpower. It gives the oligarchs a superpower to turn you off and to make you a non-person and to disappear you, and to take your access away from freedom, to take your access away from your access to your money, which is access to your freedom, your ability to travel, your ability to live. They can shut you out of your own car, your own house, your own bank accounts. And it's not a superpower for you. It's a superpower for the oligarchs and the establishment. And Dr. Jane Ruby tweeted out a picture of what one of those tattoos look like. There it is. It's at temperature sensors, strain gauges, an LED, wireless power, wireless communication oscillator, wireless antenna. This is what they're calling a tattoo that they're going to put on your body. And this is supposed to be a superpower for you. It's anything but. It's a superpower. It's chains to make you a slave to the establishment and the oligarchs. It's a superpower for the oligarchs and the establishment, not for you.